Hi there, people. This is Pray Love, and I'm in for another of those hotel reviews, but this one is Black Orchid. Um, it's the Parfum version, Tom Ford Black Orchid, the golden bottle. I brought that as my evening wear, and I don't even think I'm gonna wear it this evening, but perhaps tomorrow. This one is a masterpiece fragrance. You know, the original. If you know the original, you know what I'm talking about. My God. The original is already a masterpiece. Like, it's a superb, very dark and dense and thick floral. It's weird because we're used to having white florals or, rose forward fragrances and such, but this is a flower garden, but it's super dark, very very dark. So why is it so dark? Well, there's tons of like, chocolatey vibe with the fragrance. There's a boozy, very strong boozy note, especially in that one. There's a rum, like a dark rum note in the fragrance. There's ylang ylang, which isn't the most smooth floral you can find, and tons of things are going completely nuts on that fragrance. It's um, you need to check it out. It's very very like it's intense. Some people hate it, like they can't stand it because it's got like a lot of character. It's not just a it's not an easy going, oh yeah, I'm just spraying a couple of sprays and just going out to the mall fragrance. It's very like it's a highly specific, I know who I am and I want to wear that fragrance because this is in like respect to who I am and such. And I was rocking the original at some point. I was really really liking the original, and I ran out of it and didn't buy it back. At the time, I was like, I'm discovering all sorts of fragrances. It was my favorite at the time, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna, I don't know, go focus on different fragrances, and perhaps I'll find something that I like even more than Black Orchid. And then when they got out with the Parfum, I smelled them side by side. I tried them on a week or so, like doing comparison, and I was like, the Parfum is even better. And I was like entering the Sephora thinking, there's nothing that can beat the original. The, they certainly couldn't do anything that would be better than the original. Like, it's impossible. Then I got my nose on that one, and I was like, the the impossible can be done sometimes, and it's just like the original, but more powerful. Even though the original is like, holy damn, there's not many fragrances out there that are powerful like that. It's so they made it like kind of more powerful, more boozy, more sexy. I mean, this is really, really sexy. I think a lot of people say it's like it's sex in a bottle. It just smells like really good sex. That's my thought too. I think Black Orchid has that vibe. It's very sexy. It's very bold. It's very daring. It's not for the faint of heart. But a lot of Tom Ford fragrances are like that. Ombre leather, even Tuscan leather, oud wood, tobacco vanille. They're not for the faint of heart, but they have more personality. Uh, yeah. Uh, is it like a unisex fragrance? It's totally unisex. It's the first time I was like smelling it, I was like, oh yeah. I was new to fragrances years back, and I was like, oh yeah, floral for men. I really like flowers. I'd like to smell it, and I was like, oh, this one is something. It was really daring. And so it's marketed, I think at the like first time it was marketed towards men, but men can anyone can rock that fragrance. Anyone can rock that fragrance, but no one can rock that fragrance too. You know, it's that kind of fragrance that's um, you rock it if you think that it fits you in a kind of magical, spiritual way. You know, if you got that very special link to that fragrance, to that aesthetic, then you will rock it. If you don't, you don't, and it's fine. Just go and check out other fragrances. But if you do, you're gonna have a hell of a ride. It's an amazing fragrance. I really like to dress it up. Very very dark clothings, brooding, mysterious vibe. You know, that's that's the way I like it, and it's so good in that respect. So yeah, I mean, go for it. I It's certainly like try it out. It's something that everyone should get their nose on, either the original or this one. You should get your nose on it because it's such a modern masterpiece, such an innovative piece of artistry in the fragrance world, and it's a designer. I mean, that's Tom Ford. It's not Amouage or anything like that, but it's worth it. And will it get you compliments? Nothing can get you compliments at all in fragrances. Nothing can get you compliments except if you wear the right thing for the right mood and for the right person. And I hope that you will find a fragrance that will fit your own personality and benefit you the same way it does to me. Anyway, spread love and spray love. Bye bye.